Alright, welcome everyone. So today we're not specifically coding, we're looking at Docker Desktop extensions, specifically the extension of our competitor Telepresence. I haven't looked at it before. I will install and explore it on the go during the video and probably write something like a summary or a blog post afterwards, but for now it's all about exploring the options the Docker Desktop extension gives us and maybe do a little comparison to the Gefyra Docker Desktop extension, since we really didn't take a look at Telepresence or yeah, let's see how it looks. So let's open up Docker Desktop. I got it here. Here's the Telepresence extension. It's fairly recently updated. And they have like their architecture review here, how Telepresence works. Well, let's go. So it's installing. Would be interesting, is it actually open source as the Gefyra extension? Telepresence Docker Desktop. There doesn't seem to be a repository. No. At least not in the Telepresence organization. They don't have a... Doesn't seem to be open source. Okay, well, let's go there. Okay. So we roughly know how Telepresence works. Accelerate your inner development loop to ship features faster. Try the 5-minute hands-on demo. Learn how to reroute remote cluster traffic to your local Docker. Let's try the demo. Okay, I need a login. Oh well, okay, let's log in. Yeah, let's try as individual. I'm not really using it. Okay. So we should be logged in, I guess. Do I continue in the browser? Yeah. Okay, real-time dev loop. Let's go. Connect your computer to your cluster. Okay, so I'm using the Docker Desktop extension. Why do I need to install the CLI now? I don't understand. Okay, let's go here. Let's try this. So now it's installing Emissary. I think this is a product, right? From the ambassador people. It's an ingress. Is it this one? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it looks like Emissary ingress and Envoy powered open source API gateway. Oh, it's in a gateway. It's waiting for ready checks. So there is Kubernetes for Docker Desktop. Okay, so it's installing it into a local cluster. We'll use Telepresence cloud traffic from the bugged container to the cluster to a bug-free version. Okay, so they're probably adding some workloads to the cluster. Yeah, here are some things. The vote bot, the backend vote, service. Okay. Let's set the default. Okay, it deployed some clusters here, some workloads. And the backend front end is from the Gefyra demo, but everything else was probably just added by whatever this extension does. Okay. Checking your ingress. Okay, yes. Emissary. There's an ingress running. List it. Ambassador. Oops. There's a traffic manager and a traffic manager agent. I think it's to redirect the traffic, probably. Emissary system. So this is API extension. I don't know. Stick a bit into that. So looks like we have these 5 workloads added for some telepresence functionality. And this will be probably the demo workloads. The emoji, the vote bot, the voting, the web app, and the web. Error set up. There's a small typo. Ingress took too long to start. Manage subscriptions. Can I? Oh, if I want to buy. Well, I think for the purpose of this video, we don't need to buy it. It's not reported. Let's try the setup again. Is everything now removed from the cluster or no? Well, it fails, but it doesn't clean up. So maybe this is fine. I don't know. But we could also take a look at the ingress pod. Keep control get pod emissary. Yeah. Logs. Let's look into the pod. Fall back to self-signed certificate. Secret fallback self-signed cert emissary unknown. So this uses setup may take a couple of minutes. This could probably collide with the workloads that are already installed in the cluster, and this is why it doesn't work. So it's not the fault of the Telepresence people, it's my fault. I have like a, yeah, we got the service, and I think web app, backend, front end. Yeah, the front end service is the load balancer we installed. So let's remove that. Keep control, delete service, front end. This could be the thing that. Now we have it again. So this seems to stack. Let's try again. The front end is removed. Checking API ext. Installing, checking your ingress. Okay, so sorry for the Telepresence people to block your port 80. In this demo, we use emoji voto. Allows you to vote for your favorite emoji. Oh, that's cool. Okay. It's a bit more creative than the regular to-do app. I like it. So we got the interface here. View the leaderboard. Oh, the money wins. Okay. Let's just vote for the ramen. View the leaderboard. So it's one vote there. And if I vote again, should probably have two, right? Ah yeah, okay, that works. Okay, we voted. We have a solution for the donut bug. Oh, there's a bug for... Okay, let's vote for the donut. Ah, okay. Currently unable to vote. Please go back and choose another emoji. Oh, there's like a bug. Okay. They added this bug, and now we hit intercept. Route design for your service to local workstation instead. So this is pre-filled, I guess. This is why it's disabled. Data via emoji service. Wait. The original source of traffic to be intercepted. Service port 8080. Which one is that? Keep control get service. It's the emoji service. Okay, that's running on port 8080 as well. But no. This also has like a cluster IP. Target Docker image. Target port number. Advanced ingress. Ingress. Okay. Does TCP port on your ingress use TLS? The host name. Let's create the intercept request. Okay. It's loading. Let's see what happens here. Is it? What? The vote app is... Oh, it's terminating. I guess these are the old error messages. The requested images platform does not match the detected host platform. Starting prom metrics. I guess, is this Prometheus? gRPC. I'm a bit lost, to be honest. Not sure. So there's another voting app running now. Describe. So this one now has two containers, which includes the traffic agent. The traffic agent is running on a separate port. Which is nice. Okay, so basically what they did is they cloned our workload and put the sidecar container into the pod. Tossed away the old one, and now there's something running. Oh, but okay, the tutorial continues. I was worrying too much. Telepresence is now redirecting cloud traffic through your preview URL to your local machine. Verify that the bug is fixed for the donut emoji. Okay. I can refresh. Okay, the leaderboard is gone. Okay. Refreshed? No, it doesn't seem. But I don't really. You can also to see traffic generated vote board continues to reach the original voting service. So okay, I think this is expected behavior, right? So through your preview URL. Oh, so this is my preview URL. Is this loaded in an iframe or something? Or how do they inject that stuff into the page? Background. So this looks like the site itself. So they just add stuff to the HTML here. Invite teammates. So I can share this. This is a cool feature. You can share it with your teammates. And the donut bug is fixed. I like it. Okay. Voted for donut now has. Okay, this is like a log message which seems to appear. Voting service. So the original service is still present, and I guess what they are doing is the traffic agent sidecar passes all the regular traffic just through to the original container, and everything that is marked with a certain header or something is passed to the local. Yeah, here's the fixed version. It's running locally. So they started it and it's now intercepted. Your local machine is now connected to Docker Desktop via Telepresence. Okay, let's stop it. It's loading. Okay, there are settings. User daemon, root daemon, log level. So it's running a daemon on my machine. It looks like. No, don't know. Then whichever you select, get logs with a level of higher severity. Show Telepresence documentation, log levels. Root daemon, user daemon. Not sure where this daemon is running, but I don't know the architecture of Telepresence, the ins and outs, so I guess this probably makes sense. Defaults to minute time. Oh, this is timeouts. Okay. So I guess we are done and we can exit the tutorial. Okay, the logs are displayed on exit and we're done. Okay, so it looks like this is the Telepresence Docker Desktop extension. Let's give it a try with the Gefyra demo case. I have to reapply the service so that we can actually reach the front end. But let's see, so the cube. So this is a bit of a problem because we cannot choose another kubeconfig file. Check this class first time. So I guess Telepresence has been installed in the demo, right? So it's still there. Everything is there. So let's remove the quote and web app service. I'm not really sure how they are. How they are actually connected, but I would also remove the, I don't know, can I remove the emissary? Let's just check whether I can just install the Gefyra demo normally again. Okay. Let's see. No healthy upstream. Yeah, I guess that was to be expected. Let's remove the emissary. Let's just remove the namespaces. I don't know. I don't actually need them for the Gefyra demo, and I hope Telepresence doesn't need them either. I will just check that they install Telepresence again. So let's say install Telepresence, connect. Oh, you can upload an intercept spec, so they have like a file format, probably to share amongst colleagues when you're working on a similar project or something. So, okay. This seems to have worked. Let's check. Oh yeah, our demo is back. Cool. So default namespace sounds cool. Intercept, reroute traffic destined for your servers to your local workstation instead. Click intercept next to any service to begin with. I'm a bit. So they are. Oh, this is this is really a difference. So we are listing workloads, and Telepresence is listing services. And actually, from what I see, there's a front-end service and there's a back-end service. There's also a Kubernetes service, but these are change namespace to test web. Oh, there's a Gefyra stowaway. I don't understand why doesn't it display the back end and front end. It doesn't display the backend and front end service. We have it here. And from what I see, I mean, let's see. So it's described. Oh, what is web? Is it like a deployment or something? Oh. But it's also not displaying all deployments and test changes of other services. How can I refresh? Traffic manager agent emoji. I mean, voting. Is it labeled or something? Part of emoji voto. Let's check. Cube controller, describe the service here. Does it have any app? Single stack. So is there, let's check the documentation. Telepresence extension, intercept. We have this creating. So you see the if you don't see service you may need to change the namespace in the drop-down menu. Well, we see that the services are available in the default namespace, but it's not there. I don't understand, to be honest. I don't know. There's the front end and back end services are missing, and I'm not even completely sure. So on what kind of resource are they working here? Are they working with deployments or replica sets, or probably not the pods, right? Okay, let's rewrite the front end. Let's rewrite the front end manifest to be a deployment. That should hopefully not be too hard. Front end kind deployment. Labels, it's fine. Replicas, I just need one. Let's do something like this. Front end template, metadata spec. Containers. Oops. Something like this. And let's put the metadata in here. Okay. I think this should. Let's delete the front end pod. Oops. Okay. Front end pod is terminating. And it's gone. Okay, let's apply. So we got a deployment created now, and the front end pod is running and it's available. Okay. Let's see if Telepresence allows us now to intercept our front end. Ah, yeah. Okay. So it seems you need to create either a replica set or deployment. Could be, I'm not sure if it works with stateful sets then, but can probably check out the Telepresence documentation for that. So let's intercept port 80. I think this is not the port. Target Docker. The destination of the traffic. Okay, front end. Let's use that. Advanced ingress options. Well, what did I do? No. So let's just do that. These look like the logs from our demo container. Okay. And let's view the whole thing. Upstream connect error. Well, I'm not sure if port 80 was actually just like the default stop the intercept request. So I think it's running on a different port. Let's check. Okay. So container port is 5003. Maybe it's that port. Not completely sure. Let's try another intercept request. Stop all. Create a new. So this works now. That's cool. Target. This is the port on your remote service that. Okay, can only choose port 80. Target. So locally it could be that. Let's remove the advanced ingress options. Just go with a simple one here. Okay. View. Ah yeah, now we got it. So if I'm correct, they should have started, yeah, they started the container here, Telepresence front end, and Telepresence Docker desktop. What's this? No output. Yeah, well, there's a container doing something. Telepresence connect, I guess. It runs Telepresence connect and redirects traffic to the local container somewhat. This could actually be similar to the cargo. Not like the complete same thing, but like similar. Okay. These are still the other things. Okay. Now we got the well, there's something I don't fully understand here. What is the spec? Okay, it's a file. Create new intercept. how do I mount my code into, so target, this is the Docker image, but I want to hot reload my code into the Docker image. Like usually with Gefyra we have the volume mounts, but I don't see an option here for the intercept to add the volume mounts and ingress part. I mean, this doesn't seem to help. Connect. Can I? So it's connected probably. This is why I can't go back. Okay, this is a simple search. These are the options. So disconnect. Remove telepresence from the cluster. Oh, that's nice. You have like a flag to remove it. Okay. Select your telepresence connection. So I'm not sure. I guess like in the command line interface they can probably deal with multiple kubeconfigs. And I think it's actually maybe not that I'm a bit torn. Is it okay to hide that? Because like what we do here, when we run a container, we let the user select the kubeconfig, right? And they can just change it. The default kubeconfig is pre-selected. And it's obviously pre-selected here as well. However, you cannot change it. So you're limited to the connections that are available in your default kubeconfig. And when like working with something like vClusters, or I'm not sure, does it create like a separate entry for every vCluster? Like with ephemeral clusters, this could get a kind of cluttered. However, like let's connect. We could not connect Telepresence. Oh yeah, well, sure, because I did install it. Was uninstalled. So here it is. Okay. So we probably would have to rewrite the backend service, but still then we couldn't load the code. Like, I don't know, like I feel the volume mounts are actually quite essential and missing here. I can view my account here. Okay, this is just opens a browser window. It doesn't matter. Okay. Like I think we hit every button here in the extension. Should be it. I mean, this is quite similar to what we do. You have to tell us the port mapping you want to have when you bridge, when you create the bridge with a running container. Something when we built the Docker desktop extension for Gefyra, something I did really consider is to not scroll actually when using the extension. The user doesn't have to scroll when using it. Everything fits within the default window size. Of course, when you make the window smaller, also the Gefyra extension has like a scroll bar, but with the default size, kind of everything fits in here, even if you have a few containers running. So I am a bit, yeah, it's something I don't, and also I'm not a big fan of overlays. I believe, yes, they're good when you want to keep the user in the context, but like having overlays where you like scroll through, and you probably can add more options here, right? This is obviously a more simple interface to the functionality of telepresence. Same with Gefyra. You can't use the whole functionality of Gefyra within the Docker desktop extensions. There are a few flags missing and a few inputs, but generally I think it's better to create like a separate view. But well, this is how they solved it. It totally makes sense. It works. It's just a personal preference. So, well, I guess this is something they are really, really good at. I did take a look at the Telepresence documentation in the past, and it's vast, it's well written, and this is something we really have to catch up to. Unicube was the old name, but Gefyra is quite missing such a vast documentation, which is a bit sad. But we're working on it. It's one of our goals for this year, to improve the golden path. So intercept specification. This is probably the file format we can upload, and you can even fill it with variables. Looks like they render it with Go. Data wire quotes. Yeah, well. I think this is nice, especially when you would just want to share a specification you typed into. Also with Gefyra, when you look at it and you run a container and let's choose the Docker desktop context, and you fill out all the port mapping and the volume mounts. Maybe you have multiple mounts because who knows, and you put in environment variables. So this is also like, obviously you have to scroll here. I didn't think of that. Actually, Gefyra is also like a scrolling extension, at least here. Would be nice to store that to a file and be able to load that config into your extension. So we've been thinking about this in the past. However, the first thing we wanted to achieve is build the extensions, like multiple extensions. Or let's rather call it multiple interfaces. We wanted to build the Gefyra CLI, the command line interface, the Docker desktop extension. Now we have the VS Code extension in the making, right? And would be probably kind of cool if we had a common file format we could just share amongst all those interfaces. So that's a good idea. I like it. They did a good job there. I also like that they actually worked with buttons and icons. We could consider doing it on the top here as well. So they have kind of this, which is a bit more space saving and still intuitive. The bug documentation, everyone understands it. And they actually link to their documentation, which is also nice, which is something we did not. Also, like the general settings, I think Gefyra doesn't have really general settings. But we could think about something like that to edit. It's cool. Okay, well, I would say it does its job. However, like essentially for me, like when I'm developing, the volume mount is kind of missing and I'm not sure. Let's intercept again. I have another idea. Let's remove the advanced options, create the intercept request. Okay, the log is updating somehow. Can I now, when I have like front end, Telepresence front end, view details, view files, open in terminal. Okay, this is just regular, can look at the file system, which is nice, but I was thinking maybe I can just like tell it to mounts here. Okay, it has like a Kubernetes mount. They are mounting this secret into the container. But not sure. I mean, I would have to. So basically, what they tell me is, when you update your code, when you have a fix, build the image, and then you can run the image as a container. And then you can test your fix, right? So if I would want to change something from the front end, I would have to go to the code. Let's say, just to get the workflow right. Let's go to the front end and let's change the color here. Color. Oh, the color is coming from the back end. Yeah, let's just do something like yellow. Gefyra yellow. Then we do something docker build new front end. Right. And let's go to the Telepresence. Let's stop that one and create a new one. Front end. Front end. We got the new front end built here. Create intercept request. I guess now it's spinning up, right? There is the output, and let's look at it. And there it is. Yeah. So you have to currently, for some reason, you have to rebuild the container, the image. Sorry. So, or do they have some kind of? No. No. I was just wondering if they have some kind of black magic here, but no, it's not. It's not updating. So, it's actually quite interesting because we just received a pull request from the people of Telepresence to update their description. And it says, oh no, Telepresence. I was thinking Telepresence has capabilities for like hot reloading. Interacting, just like hot reload works across. Okay, this is Garden IO, something else. So how are they doing the hot reload thing? Make a code change. Open. Set up local development. No. UI color from blue to green. Okay. Pip install Python. Wait, are they running? Oh, they are redirecting the traffic to the machine itself. Okay. So in case I have the code running on my local machine, I can forward the traffic to the local application. This is, I think this is similar to what the people of MirrorD actually do. I think they do something similar, actually redirecting the traffic to a process on the local machine. So that makes sense. However, how do I do that here? So let's stop the intercept, create a new one, intercept the traffic, and can I just leave the Docker image blank? No. Okay, so the hot reloading doesn't really work with a Docker desktop extension, I guess. If this is wrong, hey, people of Telepresence, please feel free to add comments below the video and or the blog post, which will be written in the future, and we will definitely correct it. But I don't currently see a way to mount your code into the image, like the code you change continuously. And I also don't see an option to just intercept the traffic and send it to a local part, a local application basically. So some process on my machine. So I'm not completely sure how that works. Cool, okay. So they have a connection status, I like that. It's kind of similar to our table of running services. Okay, it's almost been an hour. I think that's good for today. This was the discovery exploration of the Telepresence Docker desktop extension. Yeah, well, people of Ambassador, keep up the good work. I appreciate that you put in so much work and effort building Telepresence, and if you want to reach out, feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to exchange opinions and experience about developing these technologies. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.